Most entrepreneurs try to manifest both clients and the money at the same time and then wonder, why isn't it happening for me? Hey everyone, this is Acacia, the CEO legal coach, and I am here with the Aligned Business Series where we go live 3 times a week telling you real world challenges and giving you the solutions for them right here on the spot. But we also have a live open Q&A. So if you haven't found your chat button already, I see some of you. Hi, Martha. How are you? Coming on in. I'm gonna make sure I get to all of those. So keep that chat flowing. But we are here to talk about how can we manifest better. How can we manifest better? And one of the ways that we do that is as business owners, we want to look at the idea of, are you trying to bring in clients or are you trying to bring in money? Because they're not the same. They're not the same when it comes to manifesting, because trying to manifest both the outcome and the path at once is going to do a few things. One, it's going to split your energy. Are you trying to manifest an outcome or the way it's happening? Right there, you've already divided your energy into two and sending mixed messages to the universe. You also, as we're going to see here in a second, it ends up trying to control the universe. You're micromanaging the universe. Let the universe bring what you want, however the universe might want to bring it. So when you say $10,000 in clients, for example, let's say that's what you're trying to manifest and bring in. I want $10,000 in new clients. Okay, you're saying I want this value. I want $10,000. And I want that in clients. So, okay, is the energy for $10,000 or the clients? Let's look at that for a second. $10,000. If you wanted a $10,000 day, a $10,000 week, a $10,000 month, whatever it is for you and your business, the $10,000, does it matter how it comes in? Ask yourself that question really quick. If I wanted to manifest $10,000 or $1 million, does it matter how the universe wants to bring it to you? Because the universe can bring it to you in an unlimited number of ways. Sure, it could be through clients, but it could be through that funnel. It could be through that video you posted 2 years ago. I've had that happen. A video I posted on YouTube had almost no views. And then a year and a half later, thing went crazy. In one day, I was just like, what happened? And so when we start to see these types of things happening, we want to step back and say, I want the money. And when we want the money, I want you to just focus on the number. Let go of how it comes in. Even let go of how it comes in for your business. Does it even have to come in through your business? I had my parents once, they worked in the television industry and they had their own clients and their own photography studio and their own magazine. And they were doing all these things and they were trying to manifest $10,000. And the universe literally had somebody knock on their door, our door at home. And the universe had this person say, hey, I'm with one of the studios. We love the way your front yard to your door is. We'd love to, film a pilot here. We'll pay you $10,000. All you have to do is be out of the house this week and the kids out of the house, which the kids were already in school. So it was literally $10,000 shows up at my parents' door. And it was related to what they did. They, of course, knew the studio. They knew all those things. They wouldn't let anybody into their house. But if they had focused on trying to get it through their studio, through their magazine, through their clients, through their photography stuff, well, they would never have seen this coming, right? They just asked the universe to bring them $10,000. And then there it was. When you want the money, don't focus on the how. Literally focus on that number. That number focusing has been probably my fastest way of manifesting money ever. $65,000, $20,000 days, $10,000 ended up being in new clients. But I've also had $10,000 days that came in completely other ways. And usually within a day or two, if you're unblocked, that can happen like that. Because we're so focused on the how the money has to come in. We are micromanaging the universe. And in other words, we're blocking it from happening. So if you want a number in your business, focus on the number. Now let's go to the other part. What if you wanted $10,000 in clients? Let's say that's what you wanted, or $10,000 in sales, a $20,000 launch. Let's say there is a method at how you want it. When we want the method, we don't want the number, because there's a difference in how a $20,000 launch feels versus a $2,000 launch. So you feel into how the success of the launch feels at that level, not what the number is. We say, I don't care what the number is for my launch, for this funnel. I care the success feels like this. This is the level of yes, 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 I want to receive from the universe. And that is where we want to focus. So that's why it's really important. It's one of the biggest mistakes entrepreneurs make in manifesting is they try to say, this is what I want, and this is how I want you to bring it to the universe. Simplify it. If you want the number, focus just on the number. If you want the clients or the funnel work or the sales or whatever, focus on how that feels and let the number go. This is how you do that, because you are separating, you're diverting, you're shifting your energy and sending mixed messages. So you're diluting it into two categories and you're sending mixed messages to the universe. No wonder it's not happening. So we want to simplify that. And you can probably already see on the screen, I've got a free manifesting guide where I start to bring this alive for entrepreneurs. So here, I'll put the QR code up too. Completely free guide that just talks about how manifesting is different for us as entrepreneurs and what the steps are to success and where these common errors are, right? Little things like that, where if you worked in a job, a 9 to 5, you'd be like, well, I want my salary to go up to this number. It's a lot streamlined. It's simpler. As entrepreneurs, we have a lot more we're handling out there, huh? So yes. Hey, Tinker. Yeah, I love it. Woot woot. I love it. So this is out there for you. I want you to have that. But right now, what can you do right here, right now to manifest that $10,000 in clients? Step one, pick one. Pick one lane. Do you want the number? Do you want this way, this method? Because all we want to manifest is the feeling on the other side of that. What does it feel like to have the $10,000? Or what does it feel like to have the launch success of $10,000 or the funnel success of $10,000? They're different vibes. Feel into that and know that you get to let the rest go. Let the rest go. Let it go. That's for the universe to do. I have had money just show up in my account. I've had money show up in my inbox. I have had clients come via referrals or recommendations, or like I said, one of my YouTube videos just like popped. And I was like, okay, that thing is so old, I forgot I ever made it. Little things like this. Let go of that and just focus on that end result and put all of your energy, your mind space, your heart space into that. All right. So that's what we want to do for our success as entrepreneurs is, are you manifesting clients or money? Pick one. Pick the one that you feel the most called, most aligned, and the most success to. All right. Let's get into these questions. I see them already there. Let's see. If I focus on the money, won't the clients just come in? So yes, but no. The clients are one way the universe could bring you that money. It's one way. There are other ways. Like I said, with my parents, it just showed up on their door one day. I've had it just show up in my bank account. I had an investment just go poof one day, and I was like, oh, okay, sure. Why not? I'll take that. When we just want the money, or we just let the universe decide the easiest route. Let the universe decide the easiest route, because the universe knows what's going on with everybody else in the world, and we don't. We don't. I don't even know what's going on with my dog some days, right? So let the universe decide. So could it come in via your clients? Yes. Yes, it could, but not necessarily. So we don't want to limit it, because what we're doing is we're putting like blinders, which become blocks. We're saying, here's my mental, emotional, and energetic space. I'm only going to do it this way. I'm only going to focus here, which means we completely miss all the other ways it could be being delivered to us. I have a launch coming up. Should I focus on clients or money? Which one feels right to you? Which one feels right to you? You were inspired to create your launch. What inspired you? What's the next level of that energetic space? Did you do it for the money? Did you do it for the clients? Did you do it for a whole other experience? What was it that your heart, your soul are truly, truly after? And take that to its next level and bring your energy there. Because it also, if you've already set up the funnels and evolved the work, you probably already feel aligned to take those actions, which means the universe is already on your side and channeling your energetic momentum that direction. We have energetic momentum. Keep building it so long as it's going towards the frequency and what you're after. The only reason you would ever want to change that is if you're like, wait a minute, that's not what I really wanted, or that's not what I'm really after, which is another one of the block areas. So I think that's in the guide as well, as where we think we know what we want, but oops, maybe we didn't. Right? Yeah. Okay. So if I focus on money, how do I avoid feeling disconnected from my business purpose? Okay, that's true. Focusing on money, it's possible you were raised with money is the root of evil. Focusing on money is selfish. It's not. It's not, because you can't run your business. You can't hire people. You can't help people. You can't help your clients if you don't have the funds to do that. So money is part of abundance frequency. But you also made your business out of your abundance feeling. So look to where these connect. Where are they one and the same? And which one succeeds the other? Which one, if focusing on the money seems short-sighted or feels off, then don't do it. That's not where you're meant to focus, because your business purpose has a monetary, subset to it. So fulfilling your business purpose helps fulfill that monetary element as well. See where they're aligned and let go of where they're not. Do not push anything that is not in alignment. But at the same time, maybe sometimes we have to stop and realign how we are to our business as leaders, or even what the business purpose is. We've seen businesses pivot. We've seen businesses drop their top one or two offerings, or their original one or two offerings, because they were no longer where the focus was. So things to look at that. The key is to focus on the one that you feel most connected, aligned, and in flow to. That's where your soul goal is. Let's see. What if I feel resistance in both areas? Okay. What if I feel resistance in both areas? Is it a block, or is it the universe nudging you to look at something else? So blocks come from within us. Blocks are mental. They're either conscious or subconscious. They are feeling, which means that could be like sensations in your body, like, oh, my gut clenches when I do this, or my toes cringe when I do that. But they could also be emotional, or they can be in your actions. Your actions don't feel right. Something's not right. Why is this so difficult? Whatever that is, notice, is it coming from within you, or is it coming from outside of you? If you're 100% aligned, your blocks are undone, and you're going, and you're feeling it from outside of you, that's the universe trying to give you little nudges. That's what I call resistance. Resistance is from outside of us, but blocks are from within us. So if you're feeling resistance in both areas, explore, journaling is great for the mental blocks. My Manifest Brilliantly program has a whole thing about like all these different areas about the block undoing. So figure out where that block is. Is it a mental feeling or an action one? And then try to remove it, because that's what's in your way. That's what's in your way. You're meant to have what you're called to have. So if that's in your way, get it out of your way, or sure. Yeah. And then go from there. But sometimes, again, resistance can mean neither of these is what you're called to do right now. And that's okay. That is okay too. Because sometimes I've been called to like hold networking events. Be like, all right, you know what? Don't focus on the money. Don't focus on the clients. Don't even focus on the funnel. Just go create an event. And next thing I know, as I'm creating it, as I'm talking to people, suddenly all the other things that I wanted are now in front of me. But they wouldn't have been if I was focusing on them. So different ways to view that manifesting. I have a monthly revenue goal. Does that mean I should always focus on the number? Focus on what you feel called to focus on. Having a monetary goal doesn't like if okay, I need to, this happens a lot with salespeople. I support a lot of salespeople. Like, okay, well, I've got my quota. I've got to hit the quota. Do you feel inspired by that quota? Does that inspire you? Does that feel connected? Does that get you out of bed in the morning in a happy, joyous way? If not, then be like, okay, I have this number. How else can I open myself up to feeling into something that will deliver that number, right? Today's call is all about, if you want $10,000 in clients, you don't actually focus on the $10,000. You focus on what it feels like to have those clients, to have those types of people, to have those types of conversations, to have those contracts signed with the yes, yes, yes. That's what you feel into. And then when you feel them at that level, they happen to usually either be at or sometimes above the $10,000 you were after. So that's the way I would say this. If you have a revenue goal, feel the number if you're feeling the number and let it come however it's going to come. But if not, feel into what you're feeling into and bring it up to that level of the number, because $10,000 in clients definitely feels different than $2,000 in clients. Okay, I think I saw one more, right? Yes, we do go live. I go live 3 times a week, guys, 3 times a week. And then I'll also put in some replays. So in case you missed some of the top level ones, they'll be in there as well. And don't forget to grab your manifesting guide. That's totally free, designed for entrepreneurs because we manifest differently. Where can I learn more about the process? Oh, I love this. This is exactly, the manifesting guide has it. So a lot of manifesting coaches out there teach like 9 or 10 steps. That's exhausting. I don't know about you, but I don't have time for that. And in all of my success in manifesting, I've never needed 9 or 10 steps to get there. Ever. If I really had to break it down into as many pieces as possible, it's 5. It's 5. And I put them in the guide. And then in the guide, I kind of show you how I usually collapse it down to 2 or 3 steps. But it does take a little bit of practice to collapse them into 2 or 3 steps. But that's, 5. You don't have time for 10 and you don't need 10. So don't do 10. All right, all. This has been Acacia, the CEO Legal Coach. I will see you all on Thursday and live, same place, same